Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your December reading. I hope you guys are enjoying the holiday season. So before we get started, I want to let you guys know a little bit about how I do these readings. If you watch a lot of tarot on YouTube, you're probably familiar with the prediction aspect of it, telling what's going to happen in the coming month, right? And I definitely do some of that, but I like to give it a bit of a different focus. I like to treat it as though you have the power to shape what happens to you. Because I 100% believe that you do, Sagittarius. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at your situation, and then we're going to get some advice for your situation. And it's pretty general. We're speaking more so about the energies that are going on rather than the specific events. And so it's going to resonate with different listeners in different ways. But basically, that advice and that guidance is going to help you get to the future that you want. And then we're going to take a look at what that future is. So, Two of Wands. Okay, Sagittarius. And the Hanged Man. Okay, that's a very clear message. So starting out in this reading, Sagittarius, before we even put any cards down, it seems like many of you find yourself at a new beginning of sorts and wanting to head out into your future, perhaps into the unknown. But with Two of Wands, there's a feeling of feeling stuck and like you don't quite know how to move forward. And that feeling is really exacerbated by seeing the Hanged Man, which is this energy of meditation, contemplation, going within yourself. So it seems like you guys are searching really hard for answers within you. And who knows, that might be the right thing to do, or that might not be the way to approach it, and that might be why you're stuck. So let's get some more cards on this. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to have a path card and an obstacle card. And the path is your main energy for this month of December. It's the main thing that you're manifesting. It's what your intention is. Your obstacle is the main thing that could prevent you from continuing or being on that path. And I would like you to not think of the obstacle as something outside of you, but rather something within you that you're being asked to face and resolve, so that you can then move forward on this path. And then after that, we're going to look at your recent past. We're going to look at the future that you're going to manifest. And so we're going to get a pretty full picture of what is going on with you, Sagittarius. Okay. Two of Wands back again. All right, so what a clear message for you, Sagittarius. So your path is karma. And there was one other sign, I forget which, that had the card of karma come up. And karma is really all about cycles coming to an end, or seeds that have been planted coming to fruition. It's all about things coming back around, Sagittarius. It's the circle. I love that image so much for you guys. And so that's pretty broad, and so we need more information on exactly what this is, but I think at the same time we kind of don't, because if you're listening and this resonates with you, then you know exactly what it is, Sagittarius. And so your obstacle here is this stuckness. For some reason, Sagittarius, you are not sure how to move forward. And I'm not sure how this relates to this karma thing. It could either be that a cycle came to an end and something got tied up and now you don't know where to go from there. Or it could be that you have a role to play in creating this closure, but you don't exactly know how to do it. So we're going to get some more cards to, all right, get more clarity for you, Sagittarius. Okay. Just taking a sip of my coffee here. So, in your recent past, you have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is this energy of looking at things that you've lost, looking at things that may no longer fit into your life, and grieving them, and feeling regret, honestly, and remorse, and not noticing that there's another cup that's being offered to you, another door that's being opened. And so this seems to really relate to whatever kind of karmic cycle has been ending for you guys. There's definitely an energy of being focused on the past. For a lot of you, this could be a relationship sort of coming to an end. But it could be a lot of things. It could be work coming to an end. There's definitely something that came to an end recently, Sagittarius. And so whatever that is for you, and you definitely have mixed feelings about it, but yet it is your path. And so it does feel right overall. And then there's this energy of the High Priest that comes in, which is kind of similar to the Hanged Man that we saw earlier, as I was just shuffling and it popped up for you. And the High Priest is kind of, has to do with the same kind of contemplative, meditative study, but it's much more focused. The High Priest is really a researcher and a scholar. And so it seems like after whatever this cycle that ended, you're really investing yourself in sort of getting to know yourself and also perhaps really figuring out your next steps. And that could be coming back to the stuckness, Sagittarius. I think you're trying really hard to figure this out logically, and you're doing a really excellent job. I don't think anyone could do a better job. But it's looking more and more clear as this reading goes on that maybe that's not the way to go. So I want to look at your advice cards before we even look at your sort of influencing cards, because I need more clarity on what this is and how you can resolve this. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius. Yeah, this is pretty clear. So for a lot of you, I do think this has to do with some kind of relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic at all, but it does seem like some kind of important figure in your life that played a big role. And really contributed to the overall structure of your life in some way. And this could easily just be a work relationship. It could even be a relationship with some kind of company or institution. So don't think of it too literally. But again, underlying energies, you have this brokenheartedness. Back to this Four of Cups, right? There's not only this grieving going on about the past and the cycle that has ended, but there's also this real brokenheartedness about it. And so you're having a lot of feelings about this karmic cycle coming to an end with this person. And that might describe why you're feeling so stuck as well. And then we've got Four of Pentacles. Another kind of stuck energy. And I don't mean to be all negative here, Sagittarius, because this isn't anything that you don't already know. I'm not telling you your future at all yet. I'm not even telling you your advice. I'm literally just describing what's been going on for some of you. And if this doesn't feel like this has been going on for you, then that's completely fine. You might want to check out your moon or rising sign, or you could check out another reader for this month of December. But yeah, then with Four of Pentacles, it's almost like there is definitely a part of you that wants to hang on to this old thing, this old structure or this old relationship, whatever it was. Because you are deathly afraid, Sagittarius, that there is no next step for you. That you're not going to be able to have something like this again, or have something better than this. You're really scared about what the future looks like. For sure. And so I want to relieve that stress by just taking a look at your future cards right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, Sagittarius, there's no need to worry. There is no need to worry about your future. I will just tell you that right now. All right, so let's get into your advice. I'm feeling much more positive about your reading now. So for your advice, you have Five of Wands, conflict, and you have Nine of Wands, victory, and this sense of emerging from a battle. And really, Sagittarius, I think what's going on here is you're being told in no uncertain terms that you need to actually have a conversation, or even possibly, I don't want to say confrontation. You're going to need to speak to this person that the cycle is closing with. And if it's not a person, there's some way that you need to actually face up to and engage with whatever this ending is. You're going to need to actually... There's sort of a reckoning that you've been avoiding. And this is the sense of showing up as yourself and making yourself known as an individual. And there's this feeling that you haven't been doing that. You've been kind of sad about the ending of this. You've been kind of heartbroken. You've been kind of scared about the future. You've been kind of not wanting to let it go. You've been having so many different feelings about it. But the one thing you haven't been able to do is just be honest with the people or things involved about where you stand. And I want to be clear, I don't believe that closure is something that we get from a discussion. I don't believe that at all. I think we decide when we're done. I think we decide when we're ready to move on. 100%. But the message I'm getting here, Sagittarius, is the cycle is literally not finished. Because you are somehow keeping this thing or person hanging around by not being upfront about the fact that you're ready to move on. And that is why you're stuck. And so now we have a really clear picture, Sagittarius. The answer was never in the Hanged Man. The answer was never in figuring it out or looking for answers or trying to find this closure within yourself. I applaud you for trying so hard to do that. And I think, and I don't even think that's the issue here. I think you literally have loose ends on the physical realm that are hanging around because you don't want to confront this problem. And that is your advice for this month, Sag. And so much is going to open up for you once you do this. In your near future, you have the Lovers, a new romantic relationship, or a really perfect union of some kind. Could be a business partnership as well, a work thing. And you have money. New money, from what I'm getting, is a really sort of new source. A lot of you could have been wrapping up these ends in a way that involves your career. And now you're kind of having this new beginning with what you do in the world. And so through confronting the end of this cycle, Sagittarius, you've got new beginnings everywhere. You've got a new romantic beginning. You've got a new financial beginning. It's all so fresh and so clear that there's all this energy built up behind you of when are you going to wrap this up? When are you going to wrap this up? And feeling so scared and stuck and nervous and not knowing if anything's coming for you. If you do let this thing go by facing it. But look, it's so clear. This couldn't be a more obvious reading for you, Sag. So I hope this assuages some of your fears and allows you to complete this cycle. And I hope it has shown you what is coming for you once you do so. This was a gorgeous reading, Sag. If you would like a personal reading with me to get some more clarity on this or to just talk about something else entirely, I offer a couple options. They're all quite affordable, so I will leave the link for that down below. I really hope to hear from you guys and read for you guys. I love doing it, and I will see you guys next month.